Hey guys, System Override here with Verge Gaming, your daily gaming fix. In this video we have yet another Mass Effect 3 walkthrough episode for you, continuing on the second mission. So, at the moment, we finished off last episode where we just leveled up, just got everything sorted, and now we need to carry on heading towards the archives. Okay, so this is quite cool. Outside. Going outside is actually really beasty. You have to have your mask on, but I prefer having my mask on all the time. So like I said last episode, we need to keep an eye out for all of these things like that.
I didn't read that. James, repeat.
Now getting those armor bonuses are always amazing. It's something you really want to think about getting. Okay, so if we come down here, we have to... our flashlight automatically turns on. And in here there are a few bonuses which you'll see that we can get. So as we look around, if you check the floors and stuff, you'll see stuff like this. And as you see, we got 75 experience for that. I mean, that doesn't sound much, but later on in the game, we actually get credits for it, or money. And we can start purchasing stuff.
What's our order? Is there a line?
So, some of the glass in the game is breakable and some isn't. As you can see, this one obviously is. So we just go and we have to kill all of these guys. And always check around rooms just to see if there's any extra little bonuses. And as you'll see in a second, in this room there is, if we jump over the counter here, we get a SMG scope, which is basically an upgrade to one of your weapons or your submachine gun, and it adds a scope to it. You can have up to 2 mods on each weapon, which is always really cool. And ammo, you need to keep on restocking your ammo because you can get in a firefight where you'll lose all of your ammo.
There we go. We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
Hey, looks like there's a recording of what happened here.
Security station, come in. We're seeing some odd activity down here. Our security protocols just kicked in. Everything's locked down. Doctor, I'll get you a report as soon as...
I guess we know how Cerberus got in.
I should have realized it when I met her. I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
You did what needed to be done. Right now, I need you to get us to the archives.
Through the door. We're getting close.
Nice. Let's move.
Okay, so that was pretty cool cinematic. I like watching all of those. And as you can see, there are waypoints all the time on this game. You have an arrow and a sort of diamond shape, which you basically have to follow to your targets. Now if you look over here, this is weapon bench. On weapon benches you can actually add the mods to your weapons, and you can add extra weapons to your loadout, and you can go through and customize them basically. And you can choose whichever's best for what you're about to go into. And again, we find another datapad on that floor, which gives us again 75 experience. Now this is quite a shock the first time you do this, because I did not expect there to be any troops on the other side of this door. I had a feeling that there may be, but I didn't expect there to be this many. And to pretty much instantly turn around and start shooting us. So it was quite a scary moment. Now these shield guys, I have an amazing tip for you. Always aim towards their feet. As you can see, that's what I'm doing here. The reason why you aim for their feet is because that's one of the only parts of their bodies which are unstable, and that will make them jolt back, lifting their shield away for a second, which then basically allows you to shoot at their main body. And if you have Liana on your team, just throw one of these down and you'll spread them out and be able to start laying into them with lots of lovely ammunition. So that's one brilliant tip to go with for fighting them. And trying to flank them is a pretty stupid idea, to be honest. You should never try and flank because it's not going to work. So that's pretty much it for that. Now here I didn't realise there was people around the corner. Make sure when you're going round corners and everything in this game, be careful. Always check your corners, check everywhere, and make sure you have high spatial awareness. Obviously you're literally just going to fail and die miserably. So it's something that you do need to do. Now this corridor here takes a while to clear with the guns that I've got. It's better to use an assault rifle. At the moment I believe I'm using an SMG. So you do want to really think about using an assault rifle because you'll be able to take them out much quicker. It does take quite a while without it. And something that you should do, which I didn't do, is once you clear an area, move up. That way you have more accurate aim on the enemy. So basically you'll be able to have a higher chance of getting a headshot, which is pretty much an instant kill. And you'll have better accuracy, which means you'll kill them quicker. Actually, now I'm onto the SMG because I ran out of ammo on my assault rifle. And I should have almost cleared this room. I've probably only got a couple people left. Oh, no, there's more. Oh, there's another. Okay, there's 3 more by the looks of things. Now, powers are something you should use in every single battle. At the moment, I'm using the cryogen power. So that means that when I shoot the enemy, it will sort of start freezing their body and they will shatter, which is always quite cool. So if you're wanting to quickly move up, shoot them to freeze their body and then hit them. And that will just shatter their body across the floor. So it's a really quick way to advance forward to take out your enemy. I'm trying to use a scope here to take these people out, but for some reason I'm really failing. Which isn't too good. It's quite embarrassing really, but I'm not usually too bad with a scope. Now, as I mentioned in the previous episode, that meter thing, saying like X amount of meters, is really, really good because if you're playing online, it will help you out in such brilliant ways with your team, as you'll be able to use proper tactics, to be honest, and work through it together in a nice way. So that's always a good thing to do. This guy just seems to be a tank. Barely took damage and for some reason was glitched out on top of that. So that's this room cleared. I think in a second, yeah, if we turn around here, I didn't realise this, but that room there that I'm sort of looking towards is where we need to head to. Or the one after it. It's one of them. I can't remember off the top of my head. They're pretty much the same. Yeah, it's this one here.
They just activated the decontamination protocols, with the staff still inside.
So, as you can see, we can't open the door. We have to go and do something else. And that is, if you go to the side, there's a little booth thing. I'm just scouting around for it at the moment. But there is literally a little booth where you can press a button and you move the decontamination beams across, like this. Stop it there. Nope, that's too good because you won't be able to get up the steps. So I'll just bring it down a bit more. And there we go, we can now get in. Collect everything in this room. Check all of the data pads. You'll get more XP, more money, more items, and stuff like that. I got a high caliber barrel for a shotgun, and I've even leveled up from this.
Surface. There are vaults filled with data troves.
So just get everything you can in here. And I just noticed, I think I left something in there. Which isn't good, because I've just been preaching to get everything.
Takes us right to the archives. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can override it at the security station. It's just through here.
Now that is definitely something with this game. Sometimes, even if you check the area over and over again, sometimes you will forget stuff, which is annoying. And like this, make sure to check dead bodies as well for ammunition, for weapons, and whatnot, because that will always be a cool bonus. So as you can see now, I've got a shotgun, so we've got the katana, which literally means we can just go around and blow people up, and it helps us out greatly in a I'm not sure if it's going to be in this episode or next episode, but it will help us out greatly. Probably in the next episode.
No kidding.
Is that the only way in? It's the only way I know of.
We'll skirt around it. Stay out of its sights.
I'll move up first. Don't let it target you!
Now to run from cover to cover, what you do is you get it so it's that symbol where it's sort of the curved one, and you literally just press A or sprint out, and you have to sprint into the next bit of cover. And for here, just keep on doing that as quickly as possible. You don't want to get shot. Wait until he stops shooting before you do it again, else as you jump out you will take some damage. And then if we go to the last point here, now what we can do is start side rolling. That's literally just pull the left analog stick straight to the side and press A to roll. And then to go around corners you press the L button in, and that'll take you around corners without making you go out of cover. Which is good. Like there, I went too fast. You need to take your time when you're jumping around those bits, else you will take far too much damage, which is not good at all. And now we're out of its sights, we can go through into the next room. And again, I was sort of shocked in here. I was like, oh, doesn't seem to be any enemy. Let's just check around this corner. Oh crap, there's a ton loads of enemies. Bombs as well, make sure to keep out of the way of. I was like literally a second away from getting away from the radius of that bomb, so I took a slight bit of damage, which wasn't too bad. And all you need to do here is literally just shoot the room clear and make sure that you empty it perfectly and collect all of the stuff once you do so. I'm trying to get headshots here, but I fail at some points. And make sure to get all the ammo. I didn't mean to jump over that, I was meant to go straight up against it, but it worked out quite good for me then. So sometimes if you do mistakes, they can work out better in this game, and sometimes you're gonna have to make them work to your advantage. Now scout around this room, make sure you've got everything that you need, checked everything, and then go and activate this terminal here.
Set up a perimeter. No one else comes across.
We still have teams on the other side.
No one! And shut down those cameras.
Looks like they've made it to the archives. And it looks like they won't be sitting a tram anytime soon.
Can you override it?
The archives are on a separate network. We're completely locked out. Not completely. What if we could find a short-range transmitter, helmet to helmet?
And?
And then we convince them that we're with them. And the Alliance forces have been taken care of.
Good idea. See what you can find. What?
The Lieutenant Commander has become very capable.
Agreed.
Commander, I found something.
What have you got?
He's got a transmitter in his helmet. If I can... Oh. Oh God. He looks like a husk.
Yeah, not quite. But they've definitely done something to him.
They? You mean Cerberus? They did this to their own people? Can you see why I'm worried about you?
Do you really think they changed who I am, Ash?
I don't really know who you are. Not since you sided with Cerberus. You were a great leader once. I practically worshipped you.
Lieutenant Commander.
I'm just working it through. Just need some time to figure you out, I guess.
I'm the same person I always was. Time won't change that. But if that's what you need, I understand.
Thanks. For understanding.
You bet. Let's see if we can get that tram sent over here. Hello, this is Delta Team. Anybody there?
Where the hell have you been? Never mind, what's your status?
We're at the tram station, waiting for extraction. All hostiles terminated.
Roger that. Echo Team will ride over and secure the station.
Think they bought it?
If they didn't, they'll figure it out soon enough.
We should get in position. Flank them when they get off the tram.
Good thinking, LC.
Okay guys, so that's it for this video. Don't forget to check out all of our social networks, our forums, and our daily blog. the links to which are below. I'm System Override, and you've been watching Verge Gaming.